Welcome back everyone. I'm on the same page. While I was offline, I did one thing. I added two images to this folder. Inside the e-commerce we have a folder images. There are two images. One's name is @_banner and another is logo, which we will use in this project, and both are GIF images basically. So we can add that to this thing, to this index file. So the first thing is basically to create some CSS styles for these sections that we have over here. One is main reference. Inside that we have more div tags or sections. So this is the header section, then the menu bar, and then actually the sidebar and things like that. So this is our CSS file. Basically we have simply added the reset. We have copied this reset code from internet, and we have just added a sky blue background to the body. We will make some space in order to work over here easily. So in CSS we can create classes and IDs very simply, and also we can target HTML elements directly in CSS, as we have targeted body tag, body as an HTML tag, normal tag. So we can directly write that and can add styles to that CSS styles. Any HTML tag, for example h1, paragraph tag or table tag or whatsoever, we can target them directly. But for specific div tags or for specific HTML tags, we can create classes and IDs. Class is always created with dot sign, and after the dot sign you can give it any name you want, but after that you create the name of the class and add some styles to that. You can add that using the HTML class attribute. Just you have to give the name. So simply we will create main_wrapper class, and two curly brackets are always added in order to write CSS properties. We have already added this main_wrapper to this div tag in the index.php file. We'll simply add some properties like width will be 1000 pixels for this element, height will be auto means automatically it will be going as it is having content, and margin will be margin auto means it will be centered aligned and will be centered according to the page. After this we will create another class header_wrapper. This will be actually a container for the header elements, in the header. So inside the two curly brackets, are basically the CSS syntax. We can write any property. For example, width should be width is the name of the property, and after that a colon, and then we add the value, for example 1000 pixels, and then the semicolon means that this statement has ended here, and the height will be 100 pixels for the header wrapper, or can very simply say 150 because we have two elements there, menu and header itself. So and margin will be auto here as well. After adding this, simply go to index.html file, and we will add this class to this div tag. Class is equal to header_wrapper, and we'll make some space and we'll put this menu bar into the header over here. That's it. We'll remove this text from here, and also will remove this text from the menu. This will be an empty division. Later on we can add a menu over here. Inside the header wrapper tag, I mean this is having the class, we'll add two images. I am with the help of img tag in HTML. Its source means the path of the image will be images logo dot gif. This is the image name, and one more img tag. Its source will be something like same images folder, and add underscore banner as the name of the image, and gif is the extension. Basically we have added two images, I mean these images we have in the folder images. Now simply we will save this, save all, come to your browser and just refresh this page, and you see these all, you know, very simply. But there is a problem. Oh sorry, I once again undo this style.php. This is basically style.css file. Control S to save. Once again save all to your browser, refresh the page, and you will see these two images are coming into the page in the header section, but the second image, the banner, is actually collapsing and not coming exactly how we want. Basically that is because we have not given the alignment to these images, where should they appear on the page. So basically simply go to style.css and create an ID. Okay, we have created this classes with the dot sign. After the dot we have given the names, and then we have called them in the HTML page, HTML file. So the ID is basically always in CSS, ID is created with the hash sign. You have to add hash sign, and after that give a name, whatever name you want, for example the logo, and then the two curly brackets, and inside the two curly brackets you can write the property, the CSS property or the style, CSS style. Simply I will say float. Float is a property that can make work for an an element or HTML tag, so it can make the alignment of the element to right or left. So we'll say logo should be left aligned, and we'll create another simple ID with hash sign called banner, and this will be basically float right. Control S to save, and then come to index.php file and simply add ID is equal to logo to the first image, which is logo basically, and second one ID should be banner. That's it. Save all, go to the browser, refresh the page, and you see they are now, you know, coming correctly. I mean exactly accurately how we want. Now this whole is basically the header wrapper section. So now we need to work a little bit or these two sections. I mean this is basically the content area, the right side, the content area and the sidebar. So we need to create some styles for this as well. Just we will come below, make some more space over here. We'll create a class with dot sign. Content name will be content wrapper, and inside two curly brackets we will write the style for it. Its width will be 1000 pixels, a same height will be 800 pixel. This is just for testing. We will remove this height later on because we don't need this. This is a fixed height, because fixed height we don't need actually. And margin will be auto, and here we will add some background color, pink will be the background color. After the content wrapper we will create an ID content underscore area, and inside two curly brackets we'll add style to it like width 1000 pixels, height 800 pixels, same as above, and we'll say float because we have two areas, I mean content area and sidebar. So one should be aligned left and one should be aligned right. Therefore we will say the content area will be aligned right and background will be same as pink we have given above. That's it. And the next one will be sidebar ID you created with the a sign. Simply say width will be 200 pixels for this sidebar and height will be the same 800 pixel and background will be absolutely black and float will be basically left. That's it. One more we need actually to create as footer, basically footer ID and double curly brackets. We'll say width will be the same 1000 pixel according to the whole layout and height will be 100 pixels for this and background will be something like gray color and clear as a property which we will add the value as both. Clear both means the above both elements HTML should be cleared over here and should not interrupt this footer. That's it. We have created just one footer, sidebar, content area and the content underscore wrapper. This is the class and others are IDs and we have added some CSS properties to it. Go to index.php file. First of all we will add another div tag to which we will add a class is equal to content underscore wrapper. This is the content wrappers main class and we will make some space over here to this too. After this we will save this, I mean close this div tag, I mean this one, the above one, this content wrapper. The first one is basically a sidebar, so we'll add ID that we have already created. ID means sidebar. This is the ID that we have created for the sidebar, and for the content area we have created ID is equal to content underscore area. That's it, very simple. Simply go and save all, come to your page, push it, and you see very simply you see this is the sidebar and this is the content area, things like that. But we have also add the footer over here and that's ID is footer for the footer section. Control S to save, come to the browser, refresh, and you will see this is the footer. You can see, but actually this area is collapsing and this is the area for the menu that we have not yet added, but we have to add that as well. But actually the problem is in the content area. Content area float is right, height is 100. Oh sorry, we have added 1000 pixel height. We should not width, sorry, width should be 800 pixel here, because the total width for about content wrapper here is 1000, so we should divide that on the content area and sidebar, because this both elements will come the same place. So we have given this 800 pixel and this 200 pixels, so that whole makes it 1000 width, 1000 pixels width. So again save all, come to the page, refresh it. Now you see this is basically your footer, this is the footer, and this is the sidebar, this is the basically the content area, and this place is for basically this is the header, and after the header there will be a menu bar, and this is the background, the body area, I mean the body background. So we are using very simple colors combination, and only one thing that I need to create over here is the menu. So I will just say menu bar. This is a class, I am creating it with the dot sign. I will simply say width should be 1000 pixel and height should be 50 pixel only. Background should be gray color and color should be white. That's it. Control S to save, or come to index.php, and here we have a very simple div division tag. You can add simply the class to this, just for menu bar. This class name is menu bar. Just go to save all and come back to your browser, refresh this. Wow, we don't see anything. Anyways, menu bar class is equal to menu bar, and what is here? Menu bar underscore width 1000 pixels, background gray, color white, and here we have said that okay, let me just add something to it. This is menu bar. Control S to save, come here, refresh. Okay, text is coming, but the style is not applying over here. We will just cut it from here, from the header section. We will make it its own place over here after the header. This is actually its own place, I mean on different section, and we'll simply go here and say that the header wrapper should have only 100 pixel width. That's it. Control S to save, come back, refresh, and you see now everything is working fine. This is the menu, the above is the header, this is the menu, this is the content area, and this is the sidebar, and the footer is over here. So basically what we were trying to create is the simplest structure for this whole website, the main website, where we will be adding some links to this menu and categories and brands to this area, and also we'll be displaying the products or this area, and some text inside the footer area. So that's what we are going actually to learn in next or further video tutorials. So we have done this. Now in next video we'll create the menu for this project, and then we will go ahead. Stay tuned.